Damn, I was off by a few minutes. It's not in yet. We're going to rectify that situation. Kick this thing open. Kick her back in high. Although it's not going to go too much faster because it's already against the hose reel. Dang it. The only way to do it is slip the belt. I'm not going to do that, so I might just hand crank it up. Easier than waiting for it. Roll her up, shut her off, be done. Actually, all I gotta do is shut the damn thing off. I'll crank it up in the morning when I can see. This is BS getting dark this early. But hey, there's the moon. That's to the southwest. And I gotta move or I'm gonna get wet because it's coming around this far probably. Almost anyway. I believe we're gonna really see the orb today. There's a little color to the sky, but it's thick enough. It ain't getting much through. No, I haven't reeled that in yet. I just got the big one moved. I was hoping it was going to be out a little bit. I could have turned this one on, but it was already in. So, and yeah, this is a little later than I normally get you the first morning shot. There is some blue, well, just a little spot. Most of it's not. And one group of cows, I gotta wonder. They were up last night in the feed barn when I came out to deal with this. They're still up there this morning. I don't know why they don't want anything to do with being out there. The other group, they're all out. Half the calves right there, a couple of cows, but I shouldn't say half the calves, nowhere near half of them, but they're scattered across the bottom. But hey, today and 3 more days, there's only 3 more risers down here, and these 2 hay fields are done. And maybe we'll see about getting some cows on them. That'll make the group in the barn happy, I think. Oh, wait, I lied. We just looked over here and the orb wasn't here. That's how quick it shows up. Let me get my butt turned around here so we can zoom in on this. God, I wish that would show up on the camera. Okay, the orb is in that crack in the trees. And it is blood red. Just like the moon was last night. Having the same trouble getting a good picture of the moon too. But at least zoomed out you can kind of see it. Silhouette by a couple of fir boughs. And it is amazing how you can sit here and literally watch it move up. At least for a little bit. Oh yeah, it's going to be a day. Maybe a better view. I can't get the colors to come in though. It is blood red, period. There's no 2 ways about that. It's really not going through the sky though. It is starting to make things look a little funny. So, yeah, sprinkler's going. I just finished getting the air out, I think. That group's scattered all around. Some of them overeating on some hay bales. I'm gonna see if any gophers are sticking their noses up this morning. There for a while they were pretty set with the clock, but they changed. And lately they've kind of been whenever, even in the middle of the hot days. So, and I've been slacking. I haven't been bringing the thing out with me. And even though we watered up there, the one I did smoke the other day, yeah, it was pretty sketchy as to whether I should have done it or not. But, you know, hey, at least I got 1 set of holes done that day. I'm smoking one right here. He had an open hole. This hump of dirt here is smoking too. to the edge of the drainage ditch. So I'm going to say that this guy's probably about had it by now. Give him a little extra poof at the end to make sure the smoke goes as far as it'll go. And over there, look at that. God knows how far it'll end up. Hopefully it gets to him. That's what counts. What I need to do on both travelers. This one's probably the easier one to do. There's two gauges on the front right there. The left one, it's all rusty. That's supposed to be the pressure gauge. That was unhooked when we got it. The right one is supposed to be your speed. Since I just got on the bike and sat down, I'll just get off and get up here and show you closer. Tells you how many feet per hour. If it'll focus. Or meters per hour, whichever one you want to look at. And the belt for that is an O-ring looking bugger. Runs in that groove and runs to here. And the gauge works, but you know, it's an O-ring looking bugger, and I think it was on this one. We just had an O-ring that was the right size and put on it for a little while. But I think now that I got a parts book for this, I'm going to see if I can actually get the right part, because it would be kind of handy. And the other one has a digital on it. I don't know if it's supposed to have a battery. I mean, I got to pull a shield off that it's mounted to. It's not original. It's one that somebody put on it, and it's supposed to have a magnetic pickup, and there's a bracket there, but no magnetic pickup. So little things that would be nice, because you know, if I know how far across it's going to go, I can actually set it pretty close to the number of hours I want. Because I really don't know how long the big one's in the mornings. This one we keep an eye on because, well, it ain't going to run all night unless I can slow it down more than it is, which would be nice. But in the meantime, I just go move them when they're in. I barely got this sucker. I had trouble this morning. Had to go get the four-wheel drive bike and use the winch and winch it up the other side because there's still water in that ditch. Got stuck with Ron's bike and almost didn't get it back out. And I was baiting some squirrels and some rats and some voles up around the yard and the barn and the house, and kind of keeping an eye on this. And I looked down and went, oh shit, because it was just ready to drop down. I got here and the wheels on it were just over the edge. If I'd have been 2 minutes slower, I wouldn't have got it back up with this bike, I don't think. I don't know. I might have to go back and get the four-wheel drive, but I was trying to get down here in a hurry, and it's a slower bike. Not only because it runs like shit part of the time, but it's just more cumbersome. So that's what my morning's been. And man, I must have sweat too much this morning and don't smell good because I scared all the girls off. They were literally all right here within 10 feet of me. So, and my phone lies. My phone says it's 74 degrees and 80% humidity and sunny, and yeah, it's filtered. Definitely filtered. Hi everybody. See, I can wave to you. It's more like about 85 or 86 degrees and 80% humidity. Could be worse. They're still saying it's supposed to be high 90s or into the hundreds today. We'll see. It's only 11 o'clock. We got a lot of time. The smoke is supposed to blow out, supposedly. But it hasn't yet. Oh well. Figure out something else to do. Maybe I'll just go take a vacation. I haven't had one of those in, I don't know, 10, 15 years, something like that. Better get you a picture of this. This group's actually out today. I'm surprised. The only time they've been out at all, they've come out and gone right straight back behind those trees up there and stayed there, and an hour later or half hour later they're back in the barn. So I'm glad they're out. They ate too much hay the last couple days. I have visitors. Literally. I'm sitting here looking at a group of cows. And they just snuck up on me. Mommy and two babies walked right behind me. I'm like 3 feet from the fence they just crossed through. I'm just through a gate. And they were within maybe 6 feet of me. Good to see them sneaking through. And there's the group of cows I was watching. I didn't even know they snuck up on me. Pretty cool. Now they're way, way over there. There's the only one over there. I saw him from over by the bridge when I came down the lane to move the little traveler. Well, to stretch it back out a little again. And when I came down the hill, they were all crammed under the tree, but now some of them have chosen to spread out a little bit. It was like 95.5 an hour ago. Then it actually started cooling off a little early, but about an hour earlier than normal. But our smoke hasn't left. There's a little breeze. The breeze feels good. But I figured I'd come and see what he's doing, other than just laying there. He looks fine, so I ain't gonna worry about him. And of course, most of the calves are still hiding underneath that tree. See if it'll zoom in on them. Middle of the screen. Those are calves laying to the uphill side of the trunk. So, ain't done a whole lot today. It's too freaking muggy and hot, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Play with irrigation, play with a few other things. If I get some more, I get some more. If I don't, well, thank you for watching.